I've noticed that um, in my shows, I always salute the 9 to 5ers, the blue and white collar workers, but particularly the blue collar workers of America, particularly all the black men that
Mm,
occupy the blue collar sector. Because myself, I'm in the blue collar sector. I'm an electrician by trade.
mm,
Um, I noticed that there is a fine line in the sand. You said
mhm.
friendly. I could flip that and say respect.
Sure.
I've noticed in my experience, blessed to still be here. I just celebrated a birthday the other weekend. Turned
Mm.
48. Turned 48.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I've noticed that there is a lack of respect or even contempt for blue collar workers
Mhm,
in America, especially our brothers. I've seen several podcasts where women pull no punches. It's like, "Oh, I don't want no 9 to 5. I want a drug dealer. I want a scammer, da 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 da." And I'm like, and it's not just pigeonholed to younger women. I heard this conversation started from 21 on up.
mhm,
And it's like after a certain age, you're like, wait a minute, why are you still thinking this way about our men? Like, there's no respect there then. You don't respect the hardworking man that stays out of trouble. He's not in jail. He's not robbing people. He's not scamming. He's not drug dealing. He goes to work, got the
mhm,
401k, health, dental. Why
mhm.
is there such an issue of our women looking at these suitable men? Like Kevin Samuel said, marriageable, suitable men. How do they kind of miss the mark and don't see these guys? How are they invisible? Why are they invisible?
Combo of things, indoctrination, propaganda, social media. When you think about when we were growing up, and what were we watching in terms of music videos? Were they covering the guy who gets everybody's trash? Were they covering the plumber? Were they showing and displaying the electrician, or were they showing the rapper, the basketball star? They were showing the drug dealer. They were displaying all the it men that had the money, had the fame, and had all the women, and the women wanted those type of men, and the men wanted to be those men. So unfortunately, it's like much of our childhood, when you look back, didn't outside of like, I mean, of course, you had the certain shows that we kind of grew. Some of us may have grown up on. The what was the spinoff of the Cosby's, the College Show? It's a
Um,
different world.
different world. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was rare. That was rare for our community when in hindsight when you think about it. And as we were and many of us that were as kids, those shows became less and less as we got older and older. And we stopped watching those shows and we watched 106 in Park and we watched, the music videos, and that's really what we were inundated with. Was there's a subset of what success for a black man looks like, and it kind of brainwashed two sides of both generations. I mean, both of both sides of the same generation to functionally kind of chase that type of man and try to potentially be that type of man. So, unfortunately, I think that was a huge component to why that kind of shaped what 16-year-old, 18-year-old, 21-year-old girl says, um, "I'm going to marry a guy who cuts grass." I'm gonna
Mm.
marry a guy who does like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't something that was taught, that wasn't something that was pushed. It wasn't even something that I would say was normalized in terms of an aspirational goal relationally. So now you have adult women who still have the mindsets of teenagers in terms of their mating selection and strategy choices. So it's unfortunate, but again, a lot of them, some of them grow out of it, and some of them don't, or they wait too late. And again, that's their choice. But that's in my mind, I think that's really the adequate explanation for why it is they often didn't think that way.